What is up, it's Eddie Neddy and welcome to a career mode video. We're going to be talking about AFC 25 and the best career modes you are going to have to try, and we talk about mainly the ones inside the English League, and we're kicking off with Ipswich Town, I think, as the go-to Premier League career mode. Ipswich Town have been about the Premier League for many years now, maybe 20 years actually, since last time they were in it. I do believe their new signings are definitely very exciting. You look at the likes of Jack Clark, Muric, Sammy Skimodics, Jacob Greaves, and also young players that continue to grow in the game. Unfortunately, what I'm showing you aren't officially the ratings. However, Sam Morton is set to be 76 rated, Jacob Greaves 75 rated, and I believe Connor Chaplin, wherever he may be, where is he? I believe he's going to be 75 rated as well. I do believe Ipswich Town, it will be a challenge, but also a fun challenge, a little bit like Luton last year, because I don't believe a lot of their players are going to be as high rated. Like I said, you can maybe have mid-75 rated players in a couple of teams. You're not going to have any star quality players, like no 80 rated players, despite Jack Clark being young. You know, he'll probably grow potentially up to maybe 78, 79, 80. Sammy Skimodics at his peak as a player, we all know that in terms of FIFA. When a player hits over 26, they're done for in terms of growth. Jacob Greaves as well, but still 23, definitely would have room to grow. Same with Darryl O'Shea as well. You got Muric in net. But in terms of the transfer window as well, there's plenty of new signings you can make with this Ipswich Town team to keep it strong. They spent a lot of money in real life, however, they probably won't get a big budget within career mode. If you look at recently promoted teams, you know, the rough estimate of what you're going to get is the middle of 25 million, you know, in terms of what promoted teams have had over the course of FIFA. Like Luton Town haven't had a big budget, you know, and I can't imagine Southampton have a big budget. Burnley didn't have a huge budget, you know, and Sheffield United had one of the worst budgets, you know, for a promoted Premier League team. So I can't imagine they'll have a big budget. However, I do think it'll probably be bigger because the amount of money they have spent. They've spent upwards, you know, around about 50 million, you know, to 60 million. You know, in terms of buying Liam Delap, Sammy Skimodics, you know, Greaves, well, some good loan players as well, like Calvin Phillips and Castello. Obviously, Portman Road will be in the game next year. And it'll be a tough challenge to try and keep them up in the Prem. It'll be a really tough challenge. We do have a few players, in my opinion, that I think you could definitely abuse in terms of, you know, their pace. For example, you look at Wes Burns, Ogbenny, you know, one of the latest new signings as well. They do have a decently paced team, to be fair. Obviously, Jack Clark, 83 pace. Sammy Skimodics probably be, you know, I think 82, 83 rated pace. But yeah, Ipswich Town, I think, would be a fantastic career mode to do for EAFC 25. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, who you are going to do. But yeah, Ipswich Town, let me know your thoughts. We'll move on to the next one. For me, biased, but Birmingham City. There are a couple of players here which I unfortunately do have in the squad which aren't going to be at Birmingham next season. And I did that as well with Ipswich by accident. Miyoshi is not going to be with Birmingham. He's been sold in Royal Life. Semi Sarike Dembele and Junior Bakuna being one of them as well. And a couple of players going out on loan in real life. However, I think Birmingham City would be an incredible career mode to do. We all are definitely well aware of the financial, you know, pull and also the financial impact with Birmingham City at the moment, spending a huge amount of money at the moment, bringing in loads of fantastic, you know, talent from all around the world, and also some high profile signings. Obviously, you know, you look at the likes of, where is he, Jay Stansfield, you know, signed for upwards of 12 million. You look at, you know, Sampstead, Clara, Williamson, all playing in top leagues, Hansen as well, while it's Cotran, you know, formerly of Brighton and Hearts, worked in the Conference League. Alfie May, you know, has got more goals than Haaland, you know, overall throughout across the entire year. But yeah, I think it'd be really exciting. Some really good loan signing as well, like Luke Harris being one of the new loan signings as well. Sampstead at right back, another really good new loan signing. But yeah, I think Birmingham City be an incredible career mode to do. They're going to have a big budget on career mode anyway, you know, because obviously if you include the fact the money they spent, they've already got, you know, you could argue a championship team. And in terms of the ambition, you know, of the football club and the owners, they look really good at the moment, Birmingham City, for value, in my opinion. Just go through a quick, you know, few of the ratings, you know, for next year. So Alfie Mate will be a 70 rated card. Jay Stansfield will be 69 rated. Paixson Hope will be 72 rated. Itawa will be 72 rated. And like I said, I mean, Billick will be 71. Clare will be 71, I'm pretty sure. I believe Hanson will be 72. So yeah, a lot of really good ratings there for quite a few of the Birmingham players. Donovan, probably one of the most disappointing ones. He's gone out on loan in real life, but a loved player, you know, and big high potential for Birmingham City in real life, and probably will compete at some point, you know, getting the first team. He has gone out on loan, but an Albion in real life, however, has only been given a 58 rated card, which is a bit of a disgrace, but hey, you know, we know EA. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, whether you do Birmingham City or not. I think it'll be a great Premier League one. You should be dominating the league with the players that they've got, you know, and I feel like with the potential of the football club and the name of the football club as well, you know, being the name of the second city of England, I think Birmingham City needs to be in the Premier League. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, we are now moving on to the third team here, and we're going to be talking about another Premier League team, AFC Bournemouth. So, Bournemouth have had a mad transfer window in real life so far. Obviously, well, you know, well, it has been a mad transfer window's over with in terms of player departures and incomings. You look at, you know, some of their new signings, which I think look really exciting, like Evalianson as well. He looks really good. You look at Huijsen, who is a really high, I'm definitely asking his name wrong, but Huijsen, who is a young Spanish defender from Juventus. Look at Rajo as well. Barcelona fullback Sinisterra signing on a permanent. Daniel Jebsen as well. You know, and in terms of some outgoings, I think we all know the big one. Dominic Solanke deciding to move on, and obviously getting a move to Tottenham Hotspur. And in terms of their ratings for next year, you know, AFC Bournemouth, they are pretty decent, you know, in terms of, you know, a potential squad. Huijsen will be 68 rated. Kekeres will be 77 rated. You know, Justin Kluivert will stay 77 rated. Really, I think a great player to use in career mode for me. Justin Kluivert. Semenyo will be 76 rated. Love Semenyo in real life, been an absolute baller, you know, for the Saints. Rajo, the latest new signing, will be at 74. Daniel Jebsen will be 65. Cook will be 77. Kepa will be 79. Unal, 78. Saintsy will be 78 as well. So, them are just going through quite a few positions there. And Utara as well, a player which I love in real life. I think he's an absolute baller at 74 overall. But I think this would be a cracking career mode to do, in my opinion. Bournemouth, obviously, in the Premier League, have never really, you know, hit the height of a football club. Have never really, you know, finished anywhere high inside the Premier League, apart from, you know, their second or third season in the Premier League under Eddie Howe, which they played really well with the likes of Callum Wilson, Joshua King, Nathan Ake, you know, Matt Ritchie. We all remember all them great players. But yeah, for me, Bournemouth have been an incredible career mode to do, and I think the players they've got can grow so much. Like Sabrani as well, he is going to grow so high in overall. He's going to be 77 rated for the news game and only at 21. Kekele as well going to be 77 at 20 overall. You know, like two of your forged defenders are going to grow up really high overall. Sensi, you know, he is going to be, I believe, 78, you know, rated for the new game, and be at 27. You might be able to get one more ratings boost out of him. And you look on the bench as well, and some of the other players like Tyler Adams as well. You know, he's a fun player to use in career mode. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, whether you guys do Bournemouth. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed me talking about AFC Bournemouth. I think it would be a great career mode to already have a stadium in the game, of course. We're now going to talk about Queen's Park Rangers is going to be the next team I highly suggest for you all to do. I do believe that QPR are a team in real life that I think are on an upward trajectory, in my opinion. I think under Marta Cifuentes, I think they could do absolutely incredible. I also think, the potential of some of the players they've got as well. They've made so many new signings in real life. As we look at Madston, Ashby, Sato, Frey signed them in January last season. They signed Selar as well, who's a young Slovenian striker. Karamuke Dembele, who is an absolute baller. Hodges is not actually at the club. They signed this young Australian guy, Benny. I don't know much about him, but might be alright. They signed Hooverton as well, a Portuguese defender. In terms of a few new ratings for the game next year, if anybody's interested, Madsen will be one of their highest rated players at 72. Elias Chair will stay at 74. Frey will be at 70 overall. Dixon Bonner will stay 64 overall. Morgan Fox will stay at 68 overall. The experienced midfielder. I believe, who else? Ashby is going to be 66 overall in for the new game. Jimmy Dunn as well Jimmy Dunn will stay at 69 overall, despite having, very low pace, for a centre-back. Selar is going to go up to 71 overall, the Slovenian striker. I think QPR in real life have been, okay. They faced Wayne Rooney's Plymouth, about a week ago or two, and I wasn't too overly... Well, no, I was actually quite impressed, but they weren't clinical enough. I watched them versus Luton. I thought they were very good. Shaky a little bit at moments, I think especially when Luton went in front. I think QPR have been really good, and I feel like they look really good under Marti Cifuentes. By the way, Nardi will also stay at 73. Right, but I think they look really good, QPR, in my opinion. Obviously, in real-life stadium, they're without Premier League football for a few years now since their relegation. And I just look at this squad and I see potential here, and I see exciting players to use. Obviously, you've got Frey, a different dynamic. I think Frey, big target man to aim for. Anderson, attacking midfield, gonna have some really good stats. Elias Chair as well, 26-74 rate out wide. Smith, one of the quickest players probably in the Championship. Plus, add their new players in like Sato and Dembele, and it just makes the team look so much more, incredible and so much exciting, offensively as well. And a few of the young players, Coley will be in the game next year, he'll be 60 overall, and also made an appearance this season, the Championship, coming off the bench. You look at Pedar as well, Ayora, some really good, exciting young players for QPR, and obviously one of their new signings as well, Benny. But in my opinion, I think QPR is definitely a must-try career mode this year if you want to do a Championship team. Now we move on to the final team. Next team we're going to talk about is Lincoln City. In my opinion, one of the most exciting clubs in the EFL at the moment. I feel like they've just risen through the ranks over the years, and I feel like they just, in League One at the moment, and you now back them to be challenging. I've added in, obviously, a lot of their new signings. Unfortunately, I struggled to find out a lot of information upon ratings of these players. But obviously, not many of them will go down in overall due to, obviously them being really good at the moment, being really successful. Had a really good season last season, narrowly missed out on the playoffs. With a good young new manager who was able to play exciting football in Michael Skulubala, something like that. Used to coach Leeds United, had a bit of a interim job when they were in the Premier League as well. But I think Lincoln could be a great team. Unfortunately, they don't have a stadium in the game, though, which is definitely something you've got to be aware of. However, they aren't the biggest of clubs. I believe their stadium is, as a generic stadium. There's probably one that will look like it or be similar. I think Lincoln Town already have a really good squad and some really good young players as well. This man here, Ranan, who's probably one of the highly most rated midfielders inside League One. You got Tyler Walker, who has been around a little bit, but still a very good player. Ben House as well at 24, who's going to be decently rated. Ethan Hamilton came from the Manchester United Youth Academy. Mitchell, young rated centre-back, formerly of Millwall. Paddy O'Connor, you know, who did get sent off in real life, actually. You know, against Burton Albion. However, they did end up winning that game. Montasma as well, formerly of Wolves. The Dutch defender. You got Rohan as well. They do have strong Irish connections. A few Irish players already in the squad, like Molan, Rohan, also Duffy as well. So I'd definitely maybe advise going down the island route. They also had what's his name, Manduriu, who used to play for them, but obviously he doesn't play for them now. So I would definitely try and keep the team around about UK based. Obviously, there's not many players in the squad which isn't. You've got quite a few Scottish players in here as well. One of them being Hamilton, the other one being McGrandles, Ben House being another one as well. Irahan being another one as well. Scottish players. I want to say Jackson's Scottish. No, he's not. He is from England. And a few Welsh players as well. One of them being one of the new signings, Jeffresis. Another one being, I swear, it's another Welsh player. It's Tyler Walker Welsh? No, he's not. Okay, I'm just going completely mad. And Paddy O'Connor as well, another Irish player. But yeah, Lincoln City, I think would be a great team to do for a career mode. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video on the channel. If you guys have, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new. Have a fantastic rest of your day, everybody. And hopefully, I will see you all soon. Take care.